universities were involved in that. We get an update now from our reporter Phillip van der Walt. He's on the ground at the Mokopane Hospital in Mokopane in Limpopo. Phillip, we understand that the Wits Vice Chancellor is at the hospital. What's happening?
He has just visited the three patients that are still left in this hospital. One was discharged earlier, and he has spoken to them. Unfortunately, we were not allowed to accompany him. The members of the church that they belong to and whose conference they were attending the past few days has prohibited them or their parents from speaking to us, but they seem to be in good spirits, and they seem to be not too seriously injured. They are going to be transferred. They need orthopedic treatment, and Johannesburg has got better hospitals better equipped for that kind of treatment than what we have in Mokopane, and they are going to be transferred from here to the Johannesburg hospitals tomorrow. He has mentioned a number of things that the university is going to do, flying a half-mast flags for the rest of the week, and the top delegation from the university is here. They've been consulting with all the role players and the parents, and also with the medical people, and the MEC was with them today at the hospital, and there's also another patient in the Voortrekker hospital in the same town, and then the delegation will stay here to support the students and the parents as far as possible, and then they will have a memorial service later on, and they will be assisting in whichever way they can for as long as what it takes. They'll be giving counseling to whoever needs it, and the university is really supporting parents and patients as much as they can.
Sure. So we have three students in the hospital. They will be moved to Johannesburg. We know that 7 lives, 7 Wits students were lost in this accident. Phillip, do you know any more about them? Will their bodies be returning to Joburg as well?
Yes, the parents of these students are from all over the country. They're not only from Limpopo. These children are members of the Zionist Christian Church, and they have attended a conference at Molechi outside Polokwane over the weekend, but they are from different places, and the bodies will be returned as soon as all of them have been identified, because not all the bodies have yet been identified. It's actually 7 students and then an 8th person whom at this stage the police cannot tell us who it was, but it's not a student, and a 9th person who was the driver. So 9 people from this minibus taxi, or 15 people have died in the accident.
Is anybody, any of the officials there, the Vice Chancellor, talking about road safety? We've just had a number of very tragic accidents. Always the focus on the families and those patients that still need treatment right now.
Sorry, you will have to just repeat that. I've got a bad signal here.
I'm saying, is the focus on the families and the patients, or is anybody raising the serious issue that this accident raises about road safety, Phillip?
Yes, we have spoken to the Road Safety Department, and their spokesperson, Kagis Mutani, has confirmed that about 20 people died in road accidents in the province over the weekend, and once again, taxis did play a major role. A little bit earlier, in another accident that happened on Friday, I spoke to a taxi association chairman who pointed me that taxi passengers have got the right to complain to the driver if they think that he's driving too fast. The speed limit for taxis is 100 kilometers per hour, and there's even a telephone on the taxis that they can use to phone and report the driver driving recklessly. So there is a number of measurements that's been brought under the attention of passengers. In this case, it was really an accident. It's obvious that you cannot blame the driver. There was a truck with a trailer that overturned and half of the trailer was lying across the road, and this was 10 o'clock at night. And by the time that the driver noticed that there's something in front of him, he swerved. What he could not have realized was that the side that he swerved to was where the what does one call it, arm, the thing that hooks onto the truck, that was sticking out, and he thought that he had safely passed this object in front of him, but actually this was still in his way, and it ripped the taxi open, and then the taxi went out of control and eventually rolled for 140 meters, and then it crashed against a tree and it burst out in flames.
Sure. Thank you for that clarification, SABC reporter Phillip van der Walt in Limpopo. And this is a tragedy for Wits University. The lives of 7 students lost, and the Vice-Chancellor is at that hospital in Mokopane.